You have to hit him right at this little baby edge.
What is it about reverse hits that gets everyone so hyped?
And Salt spaced it so perfectly, and you have to get the knee so low to have enough time to instant turnaround short hop knee.
There's just something magical about reverse hit combos.
Delete it. Salt is popping off right now, so you need to... That was so impeccable,
yes.
Toph.
That proves there's no limit to self-expression in platform fighters.
The hit, but mistech again and again, and Cake is resetting.
Please stop
with
it.
the weak back air into the up strong.
There it is. Is he gonna get the reverse? Oh, reverse back air, and he
There it is. There it is. Afro popping off.
Because no matter how many years we play these games, we're always going to find new ways to mix it up. So, let's talk about how introducing reverse hits to your gameplay will help you extend combos, get KOs, and unlock new openings. Reverse hits are a really clever design. They're sometimes jank, sure, and they're absurdly strong when mastered. But more than anything, reverse hits are a quality of life feature. You know the sex kick neutral air that like half the characters in Smash Bros have? It's convenient that it has this hitbox on the back leg that sends them behind you in the reverse direction of the attack's primary hitbox on the front leg. Without it, you wouldn't be able to do edge guards like this, or combos like this. Sakurai didn't want to give attacks just one use. His vision was for attacks to be versatile tools. Sometimes the community gives these secondary use cases their own name. Like the last few frames of Ganon's up air is dubbed the Tipman. It's essentially a bicycle kick with this brutal semi-spike knockback angle. But that's a hitbox designed specifically to reverse. In Rivals and the older Smash games, many hitboxes can knock back in the reverse direction of what they normally would, under the right circumstances. It all comes down to which side of you they're on when you hit them. Like Fox Shine, it's just a single one-frame hitbox, but it can send them either forward or back. If they're to the right, they go right. If they're left, they go left. Makes sense. It is a reflector after all. But most hitboxes have the potential to do this. The reason you only see some of them reverse in-game is that many attacks only realistically land when the opponent is either in front or behind you. But since Mewtwo's tail has a hurtbox that extends so far out, you can do reverses that you normally wouldn't be able to. It doesn't matter which way you're facing or which part of the hitbox connects. As long as Mewtwo is to the right of you, he'll get sent the same way each time. Thankfully, there's plenty of attacks that are pretty easy to reverse with, like Mario's back air.
Give that edge.
You see, Mario has this big ass hitbox. No, literally, he has a big ass hitbox. So big, it hits from the front. It lingers for 11 frames, so you just gotta fly towards them to land the reverse hit, letting you quickly combo out of it. Now, even with all that cake, there's some negative disjoint on Mario's head, so it's a little risky to go for reverse bear in neutral. But if you're already mid-combo or edge guard, it's free. You just gotta send it. Make sure to use the C-stick if you want full drift with approaching back air. Once you realize you can reverse all these aerials with hitboxes near the middle line of the character, it opens up a ton of new combo routes. Now, grounded reverses are a little trickier since you're stuck in one place, except for dash attack, so you have to rely on your opponent falling into your hitbox. But you can still use walk, wave dash, and run cancel to get to your spot. Now that you understand what reverse hits are and how to do them, let's discuss how you can use them to take your combo game as far as possible. And to do that, we're taking Smash back to its roots. In Smash 64, you combo like no other game, because hitstun lasts way longer, and there's no trajectory DI, so you know exactly where they're going when you hit them, and you can just focus on choosing the right tool for the job. Sometimes the tool you need is the same tool you have, but reverse. Check this out. In one combo, NorCal 64 player Natty does the same sequence with regular hits, then with reverse hits. He does up tilt into forward air, then reverse up tilt into reverse forward air. Notice how he walks into the up tilt and how he starts the forward air early to land the weak hit that connects into up smash? If you've seen my other videos, you know how much I appreciate microspacing with walk. Now this gameplay is absolutely gorgeous, and it emphasizes a key feature you find in a lot of these elaborate combos: travel. And I don't mean Falcon being ragdolled around Dreamland. I mean Natty's travel. In just 6 seconds, he touches the stage and every platform, each time refreshing his jumps and allowing him to use grounded moves that continue the combo and eventually lead to the KO. It's a combo route. Everything's planned. And sometimes you gotta put it in reverse to get to your next destination. That's why Natty does reverse up tilt, sending Falcon above the top platform. And if you look at each step in the ladder, you'll see he lands with an aerial, maximizing time for the next follow-up. That's fundamental. Let's apply this concept to another game.
He's got to play this. Misses too far. No way. Back air. Yeah, back air. No forward air. Up smash. Catches the double jump.
There's no platforms, but Cody still takes Zayn coast to coast with this 3-piece into up smash. And look at how fast this back air is. Many players are familiar with Falco's auto-cancel bear, but I don't see Fox's talked about as much. And I think it's even better than Falco's, since you can fast fall it. Auto-cancel means there's no landing lag, so you don't even need to L-cancel. Think of it as if you just did an empty jump. Every aerial will auto-cancel eventually, but not all frame data is equal. It's what let Cody clip Zayn at the top of his jump, fast fall to his spot, and act quickly enough to combo into fair. You may say Fox privilege, and you wouldn't be wrong. But low-key, every character has cracked frame data on their back air. I think it's because they balance it around having to face away from the opponent, but you know, reverse hits circumvent that. And having great frame data usually gives access to this specific DI mix-up, survival DI on reverse bear.
I love that. That's one of my favorite DI mix-ups to look at visually speaking.
You would think having no DI like in 64 makes for the most follow-ups. But if you get the opponent to DI in so they go straight up, or at least stay closer to you, then you can do even more combos. All you gotta do to mix them up is exploit their fear of the alternative, a strong KO move. There's this concept called layers of Yomi that in the FGC we use to measure depth of counterplay. When applied to Falcon's stomp knee, layer 1 would be DIing up and in on the knee to prevent some of the knockback. That's gonna be the most common response because that means survival. So go one layer deeper to the second layer of Yomi. Reverse back air as a combo extension into knee. Since back air has significantly less knockback than knee, they don't get sent as far, giving you the opportunity to follow up on survival DI. Do that a couple times and you'll condition them into DIing out to avoid that combo, meaning they're on Yomi layer 2. You know what that means, right? Yomi layer 3, switching back to knee so they DI out for an early KO.
Got the late hit bear. Yeah. Down there. No, back there for the DI mix. He fooled us all. Yeah.
If you practice and practice your combos, but never seem to be able to do it like top players, DI mix-ups could be what you're missing. Let me know if you like this Yomi stuff. I could make a whole video on it. But DI mix-ups don't have to be so mind-gamey. You can also fluster or confuse your opponent with multiple fast attacks, or by making it ambiguous which side you'll hit them from. Try it in vertical combos, where you can stay underneath and choose either side in a split second. Look at this diabolical loop from Ginger, where he repeatedly hits them off stage just to shine them back on. Having the patience to let hit stun linger so you can cross them up or position for the perfect move is part of something I can't shut up about. You have more time than you think. Too many players default to the easiest follow-up when they could have a better one by taking more time. Time that lets you have more variety and effectiveness in your combo game. I don't mean wait to see where the knockback sends them before you act. You want to anticipate that and act quickly by dashing towards them or whatever's necessary. Knowing the tail end of hit stun and trusting it to optimize your spacing or execute a slower attack option, that's what's going to take your combo game to the next level. But to take your game's combos to the next level, it's gonna need new mechanics. I've emphasized how landing quickly after aerials is crucial for having enough time to follow up in a lot of these combos. So of course, fast falling is really important. There is an interesting progression in the way this is done throughout the games. In 64, you actually can't fast fall when doing an aerial. That's a big reason why it's so floaty, and why Natty had to fast fall between the fair and the up air to land this single hit. In Melee, you can fast fall anytime you want after you reach the apex of your jump. It makes gameplay feel snappy, and I never thought about fast fall being anything more than that before I played Rivals of Aether and learned how to hit fall, a really cool tech that's unique to that series. It became my favorite mechanic in any platform fighter because it lets you fast fall during the rising part of your jump if you press down right when you hit someone. With hit falling, you can cancel most of your jump, touching the ground insanely fast for your follow-up. Imagine if Sheik had this. It'd probably look like Rano. It's obviously really strong, and it synergizes with reverse hits to enhance the Rivals combo system even further. I've always been someone who isn't bothered by overpowered characters or mechanics as long as they look sick. But I still recognize how absolutely busted it would be if Fox or Marth could hit fall. That's why I appreciate that the Rivals dev team put so much effort into balancing the game, so we can enjoy cracked offensive mechanics without it feeling broken. Now that we've covered reverse hit combos in games spanning over 2 decades, let's discuss how I practice them and how you can too. First thing you'll want to do is get a training mod like Uncle Punch for Melee or Smash Remix for 64 so that you can utilize save states, hitbox visualizers, and even helpful drills like exercise. Rivals and P+ already have a lot of these tools built in, thankfully. Pick your favorite character and take a look at the hitboxes for the attacks you want to practice. It's hard to see hitboxes in real time, so frame advance is helpful. You can also view them online with a ton of other useful information. The website fightcore.gg shows knockback angle right over the hitboxes. For Sheik's back air, you can see the green hitbox has a forward-facing angle, so it's a reverse hit by design, relative to the angle of the purple sweet spot. The knockback angle on the orange hitbox faces backwards, like the sweet spot, but can easily be reversed by hitting opponents in front of Sheik. So it really just does what you want it to do, whether that's keeping Fox off stage with a regular hit, or popping Falcon on a platform for a tech chase with a reverse hit. Anyway, the reason we're viewing the hitboxes is to understand if and how a given hitbox can reverse. You're looking for ones that can hit the opponent on either side of you. Imagining a vertical line along the character is a good rule of thumb. Now, it's time to set up some drills. Start with a quick warm-up, using reverse hits to take a few stocks from a dummy CPU. Set a save state nearby for convenience, then just kinda free flow it. The point of this is to get the hands warm and activate the mind-muscle connection for what you're about to practice. Next, choose one attack and do a few reps of all the various ways you can land reverse hits.
That boy ain't right.
Start from different directions. Drift forwards, backwards, and straight up. If there's multiple hitboxes that reverse, involve each one. Hit them as soon as you jump, and right before you land. Distinguish between the timings, early for the sweet spot and late for the sour spot. Fast fall like a rock, and descend slowly, letting the hitbox linger as long as you can. Speaking of which, did you know Dr. Mario's Nair gets... The goal here is to progress towards using reverse hits in real games, so after practicing the basic variations, introduce some movement tech and combos. Consider the unique qualities of your character and your personal style. I like using shield, maybe too much. So my bread and butter is shield stop, not shield drop, although shield stop leads into that. I mean shielding out of dash to stop your momentum so you can jump straight up instead of drifting away. It's a lesser known tech that's insanely practical. I have a video on it you could watch after this. You might be someone that really likes moonwalks.
That was Falconitis right there.
Or maybe wavelands are your favorite. Remember, you can do them before or after an aerial. When practicing, focus on your specialties. But there's one tech everyone should practice: edge cancels, because they synergize with reverse hits by canceling the in lag of aerials. That makes reverse hits stronger and safer, since it affords you more time to combo or escape. If you're jumping around anyway, might as well throw out some hitboxes. Okay, so now you're getting saucy with it, and absolutely destroying the dummy character. Let's take it another step further, and use some practice tools to simulate real game situations. It's the best way to prepare yourself for styling on your friends. One simple way is to set the DI of the CPU for certain combos. Here, I set DI to inward to practice converting on DI mix-ups with reverse bear. But the most powerful tools are the CPU recordings that you can import or make yourself. Here I make one of Falco matching up B that lets me repeat this checkmate reverse bear edge guard that I use all the time versus Falco and Captain Falcon. This type of practice really pays off. Check out the Falco double dip. The only limit to what you can make is your own creativity. After a session of solo practice, you're ready for friendlies to ingrain the skill set, and eventually take reverse hits to tournament to play better and have more fun while you do. That's what this channel is all about. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, and subscribe. Let's get to 1522. I also want to thank the creators that made the combo videos and educational content whose clips I used to make this video. I'll leave links to their stuff in the description, along with links to the mods I use for training. I appreciate you staying until the end. If you're new here, I have other videos that you could binge. Oh, yeah, I'm like a dog in those, I guess. Until next time, enjoy the level up, y'all.
Okay, maybe Martha's dope.